Okay.
Good afternoon. Hello. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Now, if you are new, can you help us do one thing? Not yet.
Yeah.
Hello. All right, we'll wait. Hang on a little while to get more people to come in. Hello, we welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are here, can you help us share and say Apistosata is live now and help get more people to come? We hang on for a little while, yeah? Thank you so much for your patience. Alright? Hang on a little while, yeah? Alright, good afternoon. Good afternoon for those who are those of you who are here. We trust that you have had a good lunch, and we look forward to having a good time with you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Serena from Apistosata Honey. Alright, if you haven't liked our Facebook, please help us like our Facebook. If you can help us share, it will be great. Tell others that we are live now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Is there anyone we know, Yasha?
Can't see unless they say hi.
We can't see. Can you say hi so that we know who are you? Alright, today I have a few questions to ask. I want to say hi. I think Peter, you should be around, right? Peter, I want to say hi to Li Huang. I want to say hi to Jessie. Alright? And to say hi to your friends. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. Now today, I am so honored and so privileged to be able to share with you regarding Apistosata honey, the little that we know. Alright? Now I have a few questions that I would like to ask, and if you do know the answer, please let me know. Alright.
Comment.
Please comment. Okay. You see in front here, this is a notebook. Alright? You see notebook, you see paper. Alright. Can I ask you, what are papers made of? Can you comment that? What are papers made of? Anyone? What are papers made of? I'm sure you know. Now in my geography class, I like to ask my students to list down 10 most important things in their daily life. Alright, 10 most important things in their daily life. Some of them will say, oh, my handphone, they say. Some cheeky students will say their underwear. Alright, some will say like that. Okay, but do you know that everything we do, everything that we use, alright, what are they made of? So we want to look at them. We are looking at a book, and this book is made of paper. What is paper made of? Would you like to comment? What are papers made of? Any comments? Thank you for your participation. Papers are actually made of pulp, right? Pulp, and pulp are actually wood that has been soaked in water. All right, it comes from the environment. Okay, paper is made from wood, and wood is from the environment. What about this? This is a piece of cloth. All right, it's supposed to be some special piece of cloth. What is cloth made of? What is cloth made of? Would you like to comment and tell me what are cloth made of? What are cloth made of? Anyone? Anyone? What are cloth made of? All right. It can make from a variety of things, but one of it is from cotton. All right. It can make of fur. All right. Cloth is made of cotton, and where does cotton come from? Cotton comes from cotton tree. It is also from the environment. Now, what about the handphone? What about the handphone? All of us use handphone, all right? All of us use handphone. So what are handphones made of? What are handphones made of? What are the material or the radioactive thing? What is it made of? You will find that the material to make the handphone is also from the earth, from certain metal, certain mineral that has radioactive properties. All right? Some radioactive metal that can help it to communicate. So you see, all the things that we need in our life are actually from our environment. Now, I want to ask you one last question. What about our body? All right, our body parts. For example, our eyes, our ear, our hair. All right. Hi, Li Huang. Hi. What are our body made of? What are our body made of? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm not looking at the screen, so our body is made of metal, mineral. Okay, now, what is our body made of? For example, our nail, our flesh. What is it made of? What are our cells made of? Alright, what are our cells made of? You see, we are made from soil. We are made from soil. That is why when we die, we will disintegrate. Alright? We will disintegrate. The bacteria will eat us up and we become soil again. We are actually made of minerals. Alright? In the soil there are minerals. We are made from soil, and our body parts, for example, our heart, our lungs, our kidney, all our body parts are made from minerals that are found in the soil. Now, why is it important for us to know what we are made of? So that if anything spoils, we know where to go and get the spare parts. Alright? I'm sure sometimes when we buy something, this part spoiled. Never mind. You know where to get the spare parts. So, our body, we need to know what our cells are made of, so that, and how do our organs function. What our organs need in order to function. So that when we get the nutrients that our body need, what our cells need. Alright, so that a damaged cell can be healed again, can be made new again. So that damaged cells can also be detoxified. Alright, infected cell can be gotten rid of. That is why we need to know what our body is made of, what the different parts of our body are made of. Alright, so our body is made from soil, and in the soil there are minerals. So how do we take the minerals that are in the soil? We cannot take them in like that to replace the minerals, that made up of our cell. You see, what happened is this. You see, in the soil, where we are made of, there are many minerals. So our body is made out of many minerals. Hang on a little while. Okay, alright. So in our, give me a minute. So in our body, is made out of many minerals, and the minerals are found in the soil. So we are made from soil, but we cannot be eating minerals in the soil. So you see, you have trees, you have plants. Alright, you have tree, you have plants. Alright, what does the tree does? The tree, with the help of the sun, alright, with the help of the sun, the tree with the help of water, rainwater, alright, the tree with the help of the air, such as carbon dioxide and oxygen, alright, the tree with the help of the air, alright, and the tree with the help of the leaf, the green color, chlorophyll, alright. What it does is the tree will capture all the minerals in the soil, the tree capture, and the tree produce a fruit. Alright, let's say, produce a fruit. And the minerals now are converted into the food, and we call it nutrients. And if these nutrients are from plants, we call it phytonutrients. Alright? So what has the tree done? The tree has changed the minerals that are found in the soil and make it into nutrients that we can eat. So if there is any cell that is damaged, alright, or lacking in a certain nutrient, it can be replaced. Whatever the cell is lacking, because the cell is damaged or infected, it does not matter. The nutrient, alright, in the plant, which we call phytonutrient, found in the food as we eat, it will replenish. It will help the cell to rebuild. Alright, it will help the cell to rebuild. But the problem is, many of the phytonutrients that we take, it is cooked. Alright, it is cooked. Many of the phytonutrients actually died. Alright, or lost. So where can we find the phytonutrients that can build up our cell, that can help build up our cells that are infected, that can help give us a new cell again? Alright, because our cells are made of this. What is important is we eat the nutrients, we give our cells the nutrient that it needs so that it becomes healthy cells, and then healthy cells can do the work. Alright, such as healthy cells can protect us against virus, against bacteria. Healthy cells can protect us against parasites, against fungi. Healthy cells are important. If the cells are damaged because maybe due to bad habit, such as smoking, drinking liquor, taking drugs, stress. So these cells in our body are now, or sometimes through accident, these cells are now partly damaged. Or sometimes the certain cells in our body are infected with bacteria. The bacteria may just go into the cell, make that cell a factory that produces bacteria, and from there infect other cells. And then damaged cells, you call that, or infected cells, you call that inflamed cells. From there it spread. So what can be done? What can be done to kill these inflamed cells? Alright, what can be done to kill this, replace this damaged cell? You need phytonutrients. Whatever the cells are made of, you need to supply it that so that the cell can repair itself, and now the healthy cells can conquer its enemy. Alright, so these phytonutrients, where are they found? I like to show you, it is here. It is in the forest. Can you just point to the forest? Alright, do you know that Mother Earth has the phytonutrients? Alright, and these phytonutrients are captured in the plants. Now, do you know something in the plants? Plants are stationary. They cannot move. So when bacteria come, or virus attack them, or fungi, or parasite, it cannot run away. So it has to have very strong defense system to defend it. So what is in the plant that defend it from all this? So the thing inside the plant that defend it is called phenolics content, or polyphenols. Now phenolics, alright, phenolics, there are three things inside the phenolics. You have polyphenols, you have flavonoids, and you have phenolic acid. So where are these found? These are found in the structure of the plants. For example, the stem, alright, the leaf, the color, alright, and it is also found at the bark. Now let me just quickly show you. Give me a minute, let me quickly show you. So this very thing, Phytonite nutrient, this very phytonutrient that is needed to repair our cell, and this phytonutrient also protect the plants from attack. They are found in different parts of the plant. That is why in olden days, whenever they look for medicine, anybody is not well, they go to the forest. Alright, do you know that the forest is the greatest green pharmacy? Alright, different plants will have different type of nutrients, different type of phytonutrients for different diseases. Now I was talking about plant phenolics, the substance in plant that actually protect the plant. Now you can see this is the resin, alright, the resin, the bark of the tree, and this is the resin, alright, resin. Okay, can you see it? Now you can see that it is black in color, alright, it means it has dried up. When it is not dried up, it is transparent. So inside this, the sap and the resin of the plant, you can find plant phenolics. Alright, you can find the polyphenols, flavonoids, and phenolic acid that protect the plant from the attack of bacteria, virus, fungi, and parasite. So what do the bees do with this? Hang on, let me just show you. Well, the bee use that to make their hive. You can see this, alright? The bee use this to make their hive. And they keep their honey inside the pot. So when the bee uses this to make the hive, and the honey is kept the honey inside, all the nutrient that is in the plant, the phytonutrients that are in the plant, give me a minute, all the nutrients that are in the plant now get inside the honey. So now what you can see is through the industry of the bees, alright, when the bees go everywhere hunting for material to build their hive, they are actually extracting out, taking out all the phytonutrients, alright, or phenolic content in the plant. They are extracting out, and when it sits inside the honey, it becomes food for us. It is now transferred from the earth, from the environment, into our body, so that our cells will get the minerals it needs. Alright, our cells will get the substance it needs to repair itself. Our cells will get the minerals and also the phenolic content that will help infected cells, to heal, to get rid of the infected cells, to reduce the inflammation. Alright, so honey, one drop of honey, alright, wild honey, I'm talking about wild honey, raw unprocessed honey, is a summary of the various type of nutrient found in the forest. Do you know that the wild bee, that is still based on its instinct, they know what is best in the forest. Alright, they will go to even plants that we do not even know of. And as they take off the sap to build the hive, alright, we are getting the best of the wild through the industry of the wild bee. Pharmaceutical companies are also extracting. They are doing research and they are also extracting. But the process in which they go through will be very expensive. And here now, you have the tiny little bee that is still wild, using its own instinct, its primitive instinct. I'm talking about wild bees. So as it flies over a certain area, it will gather the material it needs for the hive, and as it builds the hive, put the honey inside, the phytonutrients that are in the plant now transfer to the honey, and when you take honey, your cells are receiving all the minerals you need for your cells to recover. That's why you need to take it daily. You will see a change. You will see significant change after 3 months. Now, not all the honey are the same. You must look for honey that has high phenolic content. Generally, in the market, give me a minute. Generally in the market, it is tested that we will show you tested out of 11 samples of honey. The highest is about 38.36 milligram of phenolic content in every 100 gram. That is the total phenols or total nutrient from the plant inside the honey. So the higher the better. Now when we test ours, the one from the tree, it is 97.7 and 98.8 also. That means ours is generally 2 times more. Alright, you can see here. Alright, you can see here. Out of every 100 gram of honey, alright, 38.36 milligram. This one, 11 samples were taken. The mean average is 38.36. That is in a research paper. But when we send our honey to be tested for the total, every 100 gram, you can see that premium has 97.7. This is so high. The others, the earlier one, the highest is 38. Ours is 97.7. Gold is 98.3. Oh look, the rock honey is even more. 710 milligram out of 100 gram. Do you know that the latest one of the research paper in Greece, they found that theirs is 5 gram per every 100 gram. Do you know that ours is 7 gram per every 100 gram? Alright, and this must be one of the highest in the world. Now, the higher the phenolic content, the ability to heal will be more effective. It will have more healing power. It will heal your cell. And your cell once healed, it can do the process. We need to empower our cell. You know, the work that our organs do. For example, our heart, our kidney, our liver. What do they need to do their work? So once we find out what they need, then we provide that, then the organs can function and rebuild the body, right? So in the forest are the abundance of phytonutrients, and through the industry of the bees, these are then transferred to honey. And not just any honey. When you choose honey that is wild like Dosata, and choose honey that is mature like Dosata with high phenolic content. Alright? Because high phenolic content is what you are looking for. Healing. Do you know that honey is food and medicine? Do you know that it is acidic but it tastes sweet? It is such a miraculous product. So honey is made by nature, alright, not by man. And nature has been in operation since the very beginning until now. Alright, so whose formula is better? Nature's formula or human's formula? And I can assure you, nature's formula is balanced. When you take the honey just as itself, without extracting anything out or adding anything in, this is balanced. There will be no side effect. Alright, now this will be no side effect. When we take something, say for example tomato, and you find that vitamin A in tomato is so good. Alright, so you extract out the vitamin A and just take the vitamin A. Now do you know that when you do that, you will have side effect? Because there are no other chemical around the vitamin A to balance it up. But when you take tomato by itself, it is balanced. The vitamin A in tomato will not be overly strong. Okay, so honey is real food. It is balanced food. It is wholesome. And go for wild honey like Dosata, and go for rainforest honey that is mature, because it will have high level of phenolic content or phytonutrients that can heal your body gradually as you eat it. Alright? Now, I like to just introduce two types of honey today. Now, Apistosata is a bee that are very large. Now, this large bee, this is where it stays. You see, our forest, there are 3 layers. You have the smallest of bee will stay near the forest floor. Then you have the medium-sized bee that will stay near the canopy or under the canopy. Then you have those trees that are tall, taller than above normal height. These trees are what we call in the emergent layer. Now these trees are like tualang. Now you can see that these trees they are not a continuous. They do not form a continuous canopy. Yeah, one here, one there. Alright. Now these trees, tualang trees, are very tall trees, and the bees that like to stay in these tualang trees, they are called Apistosata. Now these are wild bees. It will not go down to the earth's surface. That is why it cannot be farmed. These bees, they make the hive very high up the tree. And what do they produce? Now, what's the extra advantage of having wild bees, big bees? Because when big bees, it can travel about 10 kilometer radius. When it can cover that far, it will have more phenols that it can collect. Alright, a greater engine can go further, comb a greater area, can pick up more phenolics. Also, these wild bees give us these 2 honey. Alright, they are from the same hive. I can tell you that these 2 are from the same hive. Now, even in our kingdom, human, you have baby food and you have adult food. Alright, so this one is what we call royal. Royal is bee milk. Who takes it? The baby bee. The bee larva take this and grow. So royal is meant for the growth of tissue, the growth of cell. So you can imagine when you have new cells, what will happen? You will have better skin. When you have new cells to replace damaged cells, then you have this process of anti-aging. Alright? So royal, who is it good for? Now it is good for the elderly because the elderly when we grow old, our system, digestive system may not be so good. So you may not have sufficient nutrition that your body may need. So in order to cover for the lack of nutrition because of poor digestion, alright, it is good to have royal. My mom is 80 plus, she's 81 today. So she takes honey, royal, because it rebuilds cells. You will find that you have better skin, you'll have stronger hair, and it is also good for children. Children who are fussy eaters, you know, they're so selective, they do not want to eat, and you're afraid that they may not have enough sufficient nutrient. And for that, it is good to give them royal. Now also for young ladies who are having menses or having period, then what happens? Their body is needing the nutrient to build the blood again. So give this to young ladies who are not, who have menses problem, irregular menses. And also give this to menopausal ladies, especially ladies who are undergoing menopausal problem. Alright? You can also give this to young men or old men. Alright? Young men who wants to build muscle. Alright? Now basically this is meant to nourish. This is meant to regrow. Alright? Now this is different. Now how much is this? This is 96 ringgit. Alright, 96 ringgit. Now if you have friends who have invited you here, please go back to your friends and ask them. Alright? You can buy from your friends who have invited you here. Also at the same time, you can go to Shopee. Alright, in Shopee, if you follow the shop, you follow Shopee shop, alright, you get 5 ringgit off. You can ask that from your friends also, yeah? Okay, now this one, so you get it at 91. Now also, this royal, if in case you do not want such a big one, you can have a small one. A small one, alright, this is 700 gram net, but it is more than 1 kg. Now this is 300 gram net. It's about 500 over 525 or 530 gram. Now this is 66 ringgit. If you go to Dosata Honey, Dosata Shopee shop, and you follow us, you get a 5 ringgit off, so it becomes 61. If you have any friends who have invited you here, you can ask your friends how to go about it. Alright, if you do not know, you can PM us. If no one has brought you here, you just happen to chance, then do PM us, do visit our Dosata Shopee shop, or you can go to dosatahoney.com. You can find us there. Now, at the same time, I want to introduce you the food for the adult bee. Now, the food for the adult bee is called dark premium. Alright, or in Malaysia, we call it tualang. Our this batch of tualang is very extraordinary because it is from an old hive and it is drier than normal. Usually it's about 18% water moisture, but this round it is about 15%, 14 point something. So you will be buying a very, very rare and valuable dark premium honey. Now, what is this dark premium honey all about? Alright, it is food for the adults. Now, you must know that this dark premium honey, in a report by USM, they have done a survey, and they have done a research. They have women, alright, given for osteoporosis. Women who are undergoing osteoporosis treatment, they give honey, alright, 20 gram of honey, alright, 20 gram of honey for 3 months. And then another one given, but not given honey, they just medicine. And this is what they found out. They found out the effect is the same. Now let me just quickly get to it and show you the article. Just a minute. Let me get to it. This is All right, the article that say USM. All right, USM. Here it is. All right. Let me just show you. Read out to you if you cannot see it. All right. It says here USM. Tualang honey effective in treating osteoporosis. All right. It says, since you cannot read, let me just, we make a comparison between women who are given 20 grams of tualang honey daily for 4 months with women given modern medicine. Oops. Alright, with women given modern medicine. Tualang honey has the same effect as modern medicine in terms of bone density. Alright, research, it says, also it says smokers found that their toxicity level dropped after taking 20 grams of tualang honey daily for 3 months. Why 3 months? Because our cells regenerate in 3 months. So can you see that there are 2 things mentioned here. One, it detoxifies. So what does this do? This is a very great honey because first it throws away rubbishes. It detoxifies. Like in the smokers, it detoxifies. It throws away bad cell. It throws away infected cell. It throws away damaged cell. And then what does it do? It builds up the bones. It says it is good for the osteoporosis, right? It helps absorb calcium. Alright, in another research, it says it helps absorb calcium. It makes the density, the bone density increase. Now, why is it so important, the health of the bones? Do you know that it is at the bone marrow where the white blood cells are produced, where the antibodies are produced? See, when there are bacteria attacking our cells, the bone marrow will produce these antibodies, and these antibodies will go and attack those foreign things attacking our cell. So if we have good bone health, we will have strong immune system. Alright? Now at the bone marrow, you need zinc, you need selenium, and all these are found inside honey. Remember, the plant has helped capture all the minerals that are found in the soil and make it into something that our body can absorb in the form of phytonutrient. So when you take honey, the minerals here that your body needs to rebuild the cells and for it to do the work, it's readily absorbed, so your body can heal if you consistently take it. In the long run, it can heal. It will take you to take it consistently. You will see some improvement in your damaged cell. Yeah? So, dark premium, the strength of it is number one, it will reduce inflammation. Inflammation simply means cells that are destroyed, cells that are inflamed. So cells that are destroyed or inflamed will cause you pain. Alright, it will cause you like burning. So when you take this, it helps detox, throw away damaged cells. It helps build new cells. You have the royal that build new cell. So this one strengthens your bone, and when it strengthens your bone, it gives you good immune. Also, it is against cancer. High phenolic content honey will shrink tumor cell. Alright, and this is also tested good for heart health because it regulates cholesterol. Alright, it regulates cholesterol. I show you in a short while. In this research paper, it says improve heart health. Alright, it says cardioprotective effects of tualang honey, cholesterol and cardiac enzymes level. Alright, so this is a very good honey for you to build your immune system. Alright, your bones, and also reduce inflammation. Now, do you know that by taking honey, your cells are provided the nutrients it needs to restore itself? So slowly but surely, your cells are being repaired. It will reduce your condition from becoming chronic. You know, your condition from becoming chronic, meaning it can stop if you eat daily, and daily your body damage is being healed. It can stop the onslaught of chronic disease like diabetes or heart problem or cholesterol. So you eat this to prevent, as we age, we want to age gracefully. We want to age without any problem. Alright? We want to age with having our cells being able to regenerate. So take honey, because honey, especially Dorsata honey, is very high in phenolics content, and this is just exactly what your body needs to rebuild itself in the cell level, to be powered by honey. Now, thank you so much. I want to also share with you how you can incorporate Dorsata in your daily food. One of the examples that I want to show you is actually roasted chickpea. Roasted chickpea. This is, you know, chickpea. Last time we say kacang putih. Alright, when I remember when you're young, we have a lot of kacang putih salad. You know what they do? They will boil this, right? They will soak and boil. So what you need to do is, after you have washed, you need to soak. You need to soak the kacang putih. Alright? After you have soaked it, it will become bigger. Alright, it will become bigger. Now you need to soak for at least 2 to 3 hours. It will be great if you can soak it overnight. Let's say you, before sleeping tonight, you soak it, then tomorrow morning you can just steam it. Alright, and have it for breakfast. So now sometimes you may want to add some flavor. This is what I'm going to share with you. So what you do is, tara, you use balsamic vinegar. Alright, balsamic vinegar. Alright, you can use 1 spoon of it, and then you use soya sauce, 1 spoon of it. So what you do is, you take the kacang kuda, you steam it, you soak it first, 2 hours to 3 hours. Alright, it is better to soak longer. Now after you soak it, you see it expand, you throw away the water, you take it and steam. If you do not want to steam, you can take it and rebus, put it inside. Now after that, you take it out, and then this is what you do. You just add 1 spoon of balsamic vinegar, 1 spoon of soya sauce. Alright, 1 spoon each, and of course, 2 spoons of honey. Alright, you mix inside the honey. So 1 spoon of balsamic vinegar, 1 spoon of soya sauce, and 1 spoon of 2 spoons of honey. Now at the same time, before that, you prepare the oven. You heat up to 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes, and then once you have mixed it, you roast it. You roast the chickpeas. Roast the chickpeas for about 30 minutes. Alright, roast the chickpeas, and ta-da! Now you have roasted chickpeas with honey. Alright, if in case you do not want to put honey first, you just put balsamic vinegar and also soya sauce, roast it. After it come out, then you can sprinkle some honey over it and stir. Alright, now this will be a very healthy snack. So then we start to learn to eat real food, not processed food. We are advocating for real food, original food, taken as it is without alteration. I understand sometimes we have no choice, but we do because there will be some minimal processing, which is okay. Alright, which is okay. But as far as we can, let's take real food. Let's make sure we have real food like honey. Alright, let's make sure that we have real food like honey incorporated into our daily food. Alright, now this is also priced at 96. If you follow Shopee shop, you just go to Dorsata Shopee shop and you click follow, and immediately you can get a voucher, 5 ringgit. With that you can apply and it becomes 91 ringgit. Now if you choose to buy a smaller one, this is at 66, you minus 5, you get at 61. Now if you're thinking of good gift for a friend, this will be such a powerful gift because you're giving a gift of life. And if any of your friends have referred you here, all right, please go back to your friend and ask them how you can get the 5 ringgit discount. I want to say thank you so much for being with us. We hope that you have benefited and that you have learned. It has been my pleasure to have your attention. Thank you so much. Thank you. See you again next week. Now next week we will we are thinking of talking about detoxing. Why we need to throw our rubbish and how the rubbish in our body and how we can go about doing that. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. Remember, go to Shopee shop and buy. Alright, if not, go to dorsatahoney.com.